Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode about the Colored Hockey League. That's right. Colored Hockey League. The first hockey league. So it's the first major league hockey league. Major hockey. I don't know how. The first major hockey league was by colored folk. That's right. Colored folk. You put that, paint that any way you want. But that's right. It was black people. Thank you, hockey fans. Anyway, before we get even into all that, I want to say a few things. First and foremost, and there's two things I want to say, definitely. And I know somebody going to be mad about the order. Things like, how dare you? Yeah, kick rocks. And as you're kicking rocks, play follow the leader and kick it off a bridge. I ain't got time for that. Rest in peace to Richard Roundtree. We talking Shaft. Shaft, y'all. And we talked about Shaft. Talked about Shaft at one of the earlier episodes about how it was a book written by a white man who also wrote The French Connection, which is also a classic film and book. And you know, the theory used to be, oh man, they wanted to have it be a white dude, and that's still one of those things. Like it was rumored, but the author was like, nah, I really wanted to be a black dude. Hollywood didn't really want it to be a black dude. Money was low, and as a get back into the game, that was how they did it. To get back into the mix, it was like, yo, let's put a black dude on it, and we ain't hurt nobody. It blows up. It's actually credited as one of the first. Well, let me take that back. Let me keep that. One of the first major Hollywood studio black exploitation films, because there were little joints here and there. You know what I'm saying? Mario Van Peebles' father, actually with the Sweetback's Revenge. Sweet Badass Revenge. Oh, it's like that. It's somebody's revenge. That is credited as the first because of the way it looked, the music that came with it, the whole vibe, the whole aesthetics. Then Richard Roundtree comes with the joint coming from up out the subway. You got the Isaac Hayes music playing. I don't look. You gotta kind of mess it up because you don't want nobody to be out here striking you for like doing the music, like making the music noise with your mouth. I ain't gonna say doing the music with your mouth, because now that sound like, look, there's a group of people like, yeah, that sound like some biz, and there's a group of people that's like, yo, that sound nasty, dog. You doing what with your mouth? So, you know, we gonna keep that, whatever. But anyway, that was that. Also, the mass shooting over there in Maine, which by the way is wild. It's Maine. First of all, Maine is one of those states, northern east America, Vermont, Maine, Rhode Island, all that. We don't even count that. When we be out here doing them joints, like when you're a kid, it's important to know these states. But as you get older, you're just like, somebody go, yo, give me a state that got a V in it. Most people are gonna say Vermont, but at the same time, it's just gonna be like, you sure that's not a city? That's a city, right? Nah, that's a state, dog. Why? Because don't nothing go down out there. Maine, don't nothing go down. You go, yo, give me a state with the M that starts with an M. Massachusetts, Mississippi, we gonna be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Montana, Minnesota. Then the goofball, geekhead, farcy, super smart, nerdy, Big Bang Theory dude gonna come through and be like, Maine. And you can be like, yo, isn't that like a major city in Massachusetts? Like there's Boston, there's New England, and then there's Maine. Like, no, fool, Maine is its own joint. What? For real? Nah, that can't be right. For real? Alright, let's go with it, man. Mass shooting out in Maine. And then they said the area that it happened in is one of those type of areas where it's a small community. Everybody knows everybody. And this dude is, yo. I haven't really looked into the updates on why he did it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter why it never matters why. And then the thing is, I keep telling people, every few years, another mass shooting happens, and then the gun debate comes up, and everybody starts freaking out and taking sides. The line is drawn in the sand, and everybody got their own, you know what I mean? Nah. I'm not even gonna open that door. I'm not. I was ready to pull the soapbox out and stand up and talk that talk. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that today, because this. Look, we have had so many that at some point you gotta go, yo, for real. But I'm old enough to remember when people were hating to have to wait to get their guns. Like, what's the hurry, man, to get your gun? Oh man, I gotta go through this checklist, and they gotta check this off, and then they gotta be like, yo, it's a time limit to wait for my gun. Boo. We do it. Some places do it, right? It's supposed to be a thing. We do it. Then the loophole was, to get down, the cheat code was, if I go to the gun shows, it's on and popping. They got me. They go to the gun shows, it's on and popping. They got it. We had to figure out, the government had to figure out a way to flip on that a little bit. It's what we do, man. I don't understand it. It ain't my thing to understand it. All I know is these debates come up only when lives are lost. Like, this isn't something that's just on the table all the time. This ain't like Obamacare, where like every day you look up, like somebody's trying to repeal Obamacare. This ain't one of them joints. This ain't like, yo, hey, I'm looking to repeal Obamacare today. Nah. This is one of them joints that, like, they pull it out the drawer, they blow the dust off and go, boom, after a mass shooting. That's it. Like, if ain't nothing jumping with a mass shooting, it's not on the table. It's not there. It gets brought up in debates, but it's really not a thing. Abortion, it's really not a thing until it's time to vote. People are having abortions or killing babies or something's happening all the time. We don't care until it's time to vote. We don't care. I'm sorry, y'all. America's very weird like that. For all my international listeners who don't have to go through this, so then when something like this happens, they harp down and they go, hey, this ain't America. We about to shut that whole thing down. Salute to Italy too. Going, yo, we not doing them synthetic foods no more, especially that synthetic meat. Yo, we can't do that in America, y'all. We can look, the first time that somebody even opens that can of worms, somebody's gonna look at you and go, what? No, what kind, like, what do you consider synthetic? What do you consider synthetic? Well, you know, we ain't really got enough real meat to go around. We might. There's a lot of people who consider themselves vegans and vegetarians. Yeah. But not to mention, there's at least three to four generations of people who never had real meat. Like, yeah, them burgers that y'all eating at McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's and all that ain't real meat. That's something else. You know what I'm saying? The pepperonis on your pizza, that's not, well, a lot of that ain't real meat. That your microwave food, not real food. So yeah, there's like 3 to 4 generations that have never had real food. So the first taste of real food might be off-putting to them, and then they'll be like, I guess I go vegan too. And then there you go. It's all about who's willing to do it. Like, y'all seen the video. Seafood ain't really seafood. Burgers ain't really burgers. Chicken ain't really chicken. And we eating it anyway. It's one of those things we know about. It's one of those things we're okay with. Italy was like, nah, we're not doing that. That ain't how we rocking right now. If we can't get that real deal, we out the game. We can't do that. We're not even, Think about that. It's going to be a Republican or a Democrat, but mostly a Republican, who's going to tell you, if we go this route, think about the jobs that'll be lost. All these all these factories that'll have to be shut down. It's like, from giving us fake food, that's what you're telling us to cry about, people losing their job making fake food. I mean, I'm all for, like, yo, please don't make people unemployed, but they're making fake food. Are the Democrats really out here going, please don't shut down the trap house? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what black politician is like, hey, we need this trap house. Don't look at all these drug dealers that y'all gonna mess around and knock out of business. What they supposed to do now? Work at Wendy's? They're accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Don't shut the trap house down. The community's cool. We'll, you know what I'm saying? Hey, lady, are you really upset that the crackheads are always in your yard and passed out and that one dude tried to break in your house and steal your TV? Yeah? Okay, you don't count. Lady over here, yes. And then, you know how it is because it's going to be black people. Why don't you send them crackheads to the white neighborhoods? Same reason you don't have foreign convenience store owners in white neighborhoods. They don't play that. You don't have bus routes, metro bus routes in white neighborhoods. They don't play that. Stop acting like y'all don't know. Oh. And then, it's going to be one old lady that go, who most likely has her grandson as one of the hustlers. Yeah, my baby did good. Look at my house. He gave me this TV. He gave me that stereo system. Look at it right here. I got this bed from him. I'm living. I got stuff in my kitchen I don't know how to do nothing with. I got an air fryer. I ain't never used it. It's still in the box, just hanging out on the counter. Who gonna air fry something? The air fry I used to air fry eggs. Crack them outside on the screen and let the air and the sun just bubble my fries up and then wipe off a little bit of the concrete and but at the same time keeping that concrete taste on to make it crunchy. And nothing like some crunchy. You ever had crunchy eggs? It's hard to get out from the other end, but it tastes good. It give it an extra ambiance. Like, I think you said everything wrong, Grandma. But Grandma's cool with the crack house, with the trap house. Oh no, tear that down. It stink over there. It's okay. And then you gotta tear the trap house down. People gonna be unemployed. Republicans will feel like that about the synthetic food. It's life, man. Then they're gonna tell you the price of all the food's gonna have to go up because it's no longer synthetic. Like, y'all didn't say inflation was popping. Like, there's places trying to tell you that the price of groceries is going to go down, has been going down, or has gone down. I guess that's a national thing, because when you talk to people on every East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, North, South, everybody's like, where's that kicking in at? So exactly, yeah, where is that kicking in at? Salute the Kroger. I don't know about everybody else's Kroger, like in other states, but I know out here, and forget other states, other cities, I know for sure in Cincinnati, Kroger is very smart. I've told y'all before how Kroger goes, yeah, we raised the prices, and y'all didn't buy it. So then what we did was make one of those wink-wink sales, and the wink-wink sale is the regular price it used to be. And it goes off the shelf. Every once in a while they go, it's off sale and we're going to try it again. Then it's the regular price. And people are like, yo, dude, you playing. Keep it pushing. Never mind, we playing. Bring it back down to what it was. You know what I'm saying? This right here was $3.50. Inflation made us turn that joint up into like $6.89. Ain't nobody buy it. It's on sale now for $3.50. Good for you. Good for you. That's where we are right now. A lot of places are just bringing stuff that they jacked up the prices to on sale for the regular price, and people are like, that's what it used to be, so I guess. Like Glade. Y'all remember, what is it? Febreze Glow. No, Febreze is the bottle. What's the can? The little teeny weeny can joint. The aerosol can fragrance joint. Glade. Glade was 97 cents for the last 15 years? Then all of a sudden, I think last year or the year before last, it was like $2. $2. Glade is $2. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Something that has been 90s, not even $1 for about 15 years, is now $2 and some change. And the change part comes with the taxes. Same bottle. Some bottles are bigger, but for the most part, a lot of them are the same bottles. Same little canisters. Inflation. Everybody loves to tell you how much the cost has risen to do this, and the third, except for work. And you know it costs more to do this and travel it and transport it here. It costs more to like go through the process of making the process and putting it in the cannons and putting them in the box and shipping them. Okay. But the people working don't get paid more. So what are we talking about? Y'all telling us to pay more for these products and respect that it costs more to make these products, but the people making these products still don't get paid. Alright, dog, I'm gonna feel you on that one. Fist bump, psych, get out of here before I smack you with my pimp hand with a couple of rings on them joints. Pimp hand, Bishop Don Juan slap you like you owe paper. Girl, don't you play. Look, I don't even know how pimp talk. I was about to be like, girl, don't you play with me on my money. Me and my money. Hey, yo, pimps be having the coolest spit, boy. Pimps be saying some smooth stuff. Pimps be using words and throwing stuff up out of there, out their mouth to they chicks, and it be the wildest joints. I heard that you was out here propagandering on me. Where my money? Ooh, you came up in here. How long you been out here? How long have you been in the position of basically supply and demand? Huh? You facilitated on this block for how long? I've been out here all day, Daddy. All day. From what time to what time? All day, Daddy. From what time to what time? I know I was out here at 2 in the morning, and then it was like 8 at night. So that's all day, Daddy. All day. And you only coming at me with $300? Please tell me how much are you out here charging these people? I charge them with the poke to charge them, Daddy. So your only consumer interaction was with one person, maybe? Two. Let's give you 2. Nah, I mean, I was in and out cars all day, Daddy. And this is what you bring me. You insult me by bringing me this. You request an audience and then you bring me this. This is unforgivable. I feel inadequate right now. Then they start doing hands in front of their face. You take the toothpick out of their mouth. You take the hat off. Excuse me. Maybe I should mourn for the respect that you were just trying to murder. You were trying to sell him a good name. Daddy, I don't even know what you're talking about right now. You don't know that's when he started talking that hood talk. Girl, you don't know what I'm talking about? My name is on this corner along with you. And you out here coming at me with $300, which means you ain't doing your job and me. I must not be a good pimp. Now, how should we proceed to handle this inconvenience? I could do better, Daddy. No. If you knew better, you would have done better. I think maybe you need to be taught. And then, by Almighty, he starts praying to him. Lord Jesus, give me the strength to not strike her down. Okay, Daddy, don't hit me. I ain't gonna hit you. Then he just kicks her real quick in the midsection. She bends over, then he elbows her like a wrestler. Midsection, elbow, and she on the ground. You look at her, and he does something crazy. He says something wild, and then he does another elbow drop, and he picks her up and he suplexes her. It's wild. And he was like, but you ain't want me to smack you. WWE. You can't see me. Then he does John Cena on him. Yo. And then when he comes back around, he be like, but I better see my money. All my money. Don't you be holding out on me. Then he looks up, and I bet you one of his girls is named Trixie. And he looks up at Trixie. You holding out on me too? Nah, Dad, I got all your money. Bring it. She got suplexed. I was gonna straight figure for you. I was gonna figure for you in the middle of the street and hope a car run up over you. I don't like you that much anyway. I can't stand you. Trixie is just Trixie. Trixie got a mouth. Trixie be talking reckless back to the pimp. You know what I'm saying? Whether rain or snow or hail, y'all gonna be out here. What you think, we the mailman? Huh? This coochie postal? What, Trixie? I'm playing. I ain't know you could hear me like that. I hear you, Daddy. You better have heard me. I'm going about this business. How I got to this pimp story, I have no idea. But this is what we do, man. This is how we get down. Anyway, so today's technically Friday. Friday in the middle of the night. Thursday night / Friday morning. Wednesday, I would have actually shot a Richard Roundtree out on my show Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, but I was knocked out by 8 because I had to get up we had to be at the hospital by 7 for a 9 o'clock surgery, 9:15 surgery. We had to be there by 7:15 for 9:15 surgery. We got there before 7 o'clock and just kicked it. They had us hanging out in the room, in the hospital room. So went to sleep, woke up about 4 or 5, posted some stuff here and there, and chilled. Hit my family up, my brother and my sister, like, yo, about to do this surgery joint for the nose. As I don't know if y'all can hear the difference. Y'all don't hear none of that. None of that. I don't have to edit any of that weirdness out. This is it. We here. We good. Nose is bleeding up a storm, but we here. So here's the story. We get there. They tell us they fill out whatever little bit. Most of the stuff was already filled out online. Go up in the room. They're like, yo, you got to strip butt naked, and put these hospital socks on. I'm like, y'all about to play around in my nose. Why I got to strip butt naked? All right, I'm stripping butt naked. Strip butt naked. First chick comes in. She's like, talkity talk. She puts the IV in my joint. Then she comes back. She goes, what's your weight? This your height? Boom, boom, boom. What's your blood sugar? I'm like, oh, God, they about to prick me again. She's like, I ain't got to worry about pricking you again. I got blood left over from when I, you know what I'm saying, did the IV. Boom, tested the blood. She was like, yo, you straight. You know what I'm saying? You're like a 98. 98's okay. 98, you're fine. You know what I'm saying? It's up there, but it's not 100 and something. You're good. Boom, boom, 2 thumbs up. They put the leg joints on me to stop the blood clots. This is one I ended up meeting 6 chicks. There was one chick we're going to have to talk about in a minute. But, so, that's the first chick. The chick who was like, yo, come follow me. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. The anesthesia lady comes in. She's like, yo, I had this procedure done twice. I'm thinking to myself, no, it's not gonna happen twice. This is a one-time shot. This is a one-shot deal. This is it. Ain't gonna be no twice. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how you had it twice. Ain't jumping over me. I'm not giving out any names of these people. I can't remember half of the names of these people anyway. She leaves. A few minutes later, like this is all before 9:15. Wait till I get to the real part, the crazy part. 2 crazy parts. Anyway, the next chick comes in. She's like, yo, she's more like an understudy. What you call that joint? What do you call that? Resident. You know what I'm saying? She's you know what I'm saying? She's still learning the ropes. She got the badge, got green on it and all that. So she's like, yo, and she basically everybody asks the same question. All 5 of these women ask the same questions. I'm like, wow, this is what we doing. She tells me some more stuff because each person comes in and just levels it out. Next chick comes in. This is who? Hold on, where we at? The green chick. 4th chick comes in. She's like, yo, are you comfortable? Because you don't look comfortable. I'm like, I'm good. I'm trying not to lay. Actually, I ended up laying back and dozing off, but I'm a light sleeper. That anesthesia lets you know you are not a light sleeper. I don't even know what happened. It's like a lights out, lights on, and it was over with. That's a whole nother thing though. Anyway, boom, boom, boom. I'm up like ain't nothing happened. The vibe is good again. All like boom, boom, boom. Ain't none of that growth. Like, oh, let me get my mom right now. Nah, I'm back. I'm here. I'm here now. What you feel now? Anyway, I'm up. So she's talking. Now I'm like, yo, this is wild. I'm like, yo, I gotta go to, you know what I'm saying? So she leaves. Another chick, her and now another chick comes in. And she's like, yo, so what's good? I'm like, yo, they like the doc ain't in yet? Nah. I'm like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom again. We'll ride with you. Other chick rolls in with me in the bathroom. About to watch. She was like, yeah, just hang your thingamajiggy, hang your IV right here. You're good. Boom, we rocking. By the time I get back from the bathroom, 9:15, my doctor's in there. My doctor is poignant. My doctor is like, no, I'm not walking into the room until the time. Boom, he comes in, he's like, yo, B, we're gonna have you up in room 2. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be crazy. The nose will bleed a little bit. He won't lie about that. He was lying about the little bit part. He won't lie about the blood. They won't lie about the blood. You gonna be fine. We got you. Take care of you. Boom, boom, boom. The tall chick, the green chick, the chick that I said y'all was the resident or whatever. She comes in, she hits me with the cocktail that's supposed to get me in the mood to get ready to hit the anesthesia. I don't even remember the anesthesia. I don't remember too much of anything. I wake up, throat hurt. There's a black lady. She's looking at me. She's like, you good? I'm like, yeah. She was like, you know where you at? I'm like, yeah. You give me your name, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, this is the... Yo! Alright. Give it to her. She's like, alright, cool. We'll roll you back. Rolled me back. I looked at the time because I didn't see the time where we was at. Now, this is what they said. It was a 2-hour process. They rolled me back. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 something. I'm like, yo. And then they go, yo, it was a lot more stuff going on than we thought. We were just giving you a quick summation. Like, the x-rays didn't tell us all the stuff. We had the cameras. And the camera was like, yo, son, it's the Temple of Doom up in here. Like, it's a lot of dodging and ducking. We got to get through all. I told y'all how I had the polyps of whatever. I don't even know what the stuff is. Polyp packets of whatever. They was like, there was so much of that. You had to get rid of all that to even begin to get to the sinuses. Boom, boom, boom. So that took more time. The sinuses probably didn't take as much. Who knows? Don't know. But here's the crazy part. There's a woman who walked in and did nothing but hi. That's it. That's all she said. She said hi and walked off. I heard her going through room to room. Hi. And walked off. The money I get charged for all of this. They're like, yeah, your insurance is paying for the surgery. Your insurance is only paying for this much of this surgery. Then there's still this. I'm like, okay. Alright. Cool. Which was a lot of money, by the way. I'm not saying it like it was like a couple of dollars or nothing. Like, yo, word. Alright, cool. Then it was like, yo, dude, you might have to go through a program and see if you can get some financial help. I'm like, I'll just do a partial payment on all this. So we good. I ain't gonna throw on them. Mortgages around the corner. We ain't throwing no real paper on top of this. I mean, I'm already here. Nah, because you also gotta pay for the anesthesia. You also gotta pay for the room. You also gotta pay for this. You gotta pay for the saline, the IV joint. You gotta pay for this. There's gonna be a greeter. You gotta pay for that. The greeter. The lady I told y'all that was like, hey, good morning, how are you? And walked off on I don't know what, thumbs up lady? I don't know. I ain't even get the option to go, yo, you want somebody to greet you? Nah, I don't want no greeter. I don't even know what her wage is. But I'm assuming if y'all charging me, this woman better make some money. She better be paid out the wazoo for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, her hourly wage, no matter what she makes an hour, is not going to be worth that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could pay her a room daily, all day. $25 for every person she goes, what's up to? That's it. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't know what her hourly pull-in is. but it is not worth it for the money that they charge me for a woman to walk in and go, hey, how are you? That's good. Cool. Pew. And you hear it throughout the rooms. Hey, how are you? Hey, have a good one. Hope everything goes good for you. All right. Hey, how are you? I see you nice. Hey, so what they doing with you? Okay, cool. Boom. Hi. She did nothing. She didn't bring nothing. She didn't take nothing. She ain't even ask your name. Hey, how are you? Doing good? Are we doing good? Cool. Dip. I know somebody thinking it's all part of the big. Hey, no. That's a charge. Like, I'm not even worried about the. Hey, look, I'm past the point of the charge. I'm now trying to figure out how much is this woman making? What is she pulling in? Like, you can get her $10 per person for her shift of just walking into each room. Hey, how you doing? Every day. She's still gonna pull away a good 200 and something, 300 and something. I figure on a regular daily basis, there's about anywhere from 20 to 30 surgeries, depending on how serious they are. That is, you could give her $10 per person and she would be straight for the day. $200 to $300 a day, a week, for at least for 5 days. She pulling in paper. Am I missing something? I don't know what this woman's takeaway is, but I'm pretty sure she's just getting paid an hourly salary. And they, in my mind, I think they jipping her. Give this woman a percentage of this money. Anyway, that happens. We get told, like, yo, it's a gang of charges. It's gonna be all kind of joints. Rah. I'm just like, yo. The cool thing I will say is none of those nurses were unattractive. Because there was some unattractive nurse chicks when we first walked up that was going to the cafeteria. It was like, oh, wow. Like, emergency room get the hot nurses. Regular hospital, like, my first thought was Grey's Anatomy because they were all just bunched up together and just hanging out and I don't know. It's ER and Grey's Anatomy. I don't know too many hospital shows. Chicago Hope. I don't know nothing. I'm just like, look at that Grey's Anatomy joint. Yeah, I know all that at the going towards the cafeteria. But you know, it is what it is. Woke up, nose is crazy bloody. Every few hours I had to switch these joints out. They gave me painkillers. I think I only took the one to go to sleep. Outside of that, the pain is tolerable. My tolerance level for pain is okay. What I will tell you is my throat hurt. Throat didn't stop hurting till now, as we're recording. And it was the kind of hurt where you're like, you could tell something was down my throat. And if you're thinking to yourself, that sounds like a homophobic joke, it's not a homophobic joke. What it is one of those things that you know. If you know, you know. And what I do know is that will never be me in my life, because that hurts. My mouth was like, ow. I was like, I'm up here doing this right here with the jaw, trying to, I could tell something was down my throat. Something was in my mouth. I'm like, yo, I'm up here thinking to myself, prostitutes, how are prostitutes doing this all day? How are they just porn stars, just something in their mouth like this all day? What? No. The 4 hours, I'm gonna say 3. The 3 hours, and they probably let me rest for an hour. The 3 hours that I had something down my throat, I feel it all day. You mean it like, what? How are y'all out here living y'all lives like this? Wow. You know what I mean? That ain't got nothing to do with gay. That's just letting me know there will never come a time where I'm glad. Like, I'm at the point, I'm just like, yo, I'm so glad I'm not even a chick. I'd be mad if a dude told me to do something. Hey, girl, do that. You're like, then my throat hurt. Would never happen again. Never happen again. And then just the crazy part of it is, what could be the pitch from a dude to try to get you to do that? After you told him that, hurt my throat. Well, I'm not the same size. You're like, what? I don't know how that worked, but look, ta-da. You're like, nah, I'm good, B. I'm good. A part of no didn't you get? No means no. No, I'm good. Back it up, Willie. Anyway, I probably just crossed a few lines of somebody. A bunch of people are probably mad right about now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't even talking about gay people. None of you gay people are mad. It's a couple of chicks that probably live that life, thinking to themselves, I just came for the Black History, and then he trying to chastise what I likes to do. I guess it ain't. I ain't even saying nothing about that. I'm just saying, my throat was hurt. Maybe, I guess, if you do it more, you practice, and there's a practice point where it doesn't hurt. I don't know. But what I had going on when they had to bring the thing down to make sure I was breathing, my throat just stopped hurting. You ain't understanding. I couldn't even. I'm trying to smash on some food and can't smash on food because my throat hurt. Understanding my pain. I'm hungry, but my throat hurt. That's all I'm saying. I'm mad, but I can breathe. I sound good. Hold on, let me enunciate. I sound good right about now. This is great. You don't hear any of the things I usually do. There's none of that. I haven't had to stop and cough and sneeze, blow my nose. Nothing. This is a dry take, y'all. It wouldn't matter anyway, because when we edit it, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. There's times when I would listen back while in the editing thing, and you hear, like, if you ever hear like the last months of stuff, and there's a ticking sound when I would say stuff, or the sound, all of that gone. Bam. Salute to Mercy Health. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for getting it in. Word up. I'm, again, not saying any doctors' names, any nurses' names, just Mercy Health. Salute. Now, let's get into this joint with the hockey thing. There was a football league. We definitely need to touch on that, and we will at some point down the line. Salute. Thank y'all for rocking with me, East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Thank you, ladies, who are listening. And again, and if you ladies probably feel offended by the oral sex comments or the pimp and the prostitute comments, y'all done heard me enough to know. First and foremost, I don't care. Secondly, this is what I do. This is how I get down. What? Don't act brand new because you came through with your, probably was like, yeah, girl, check him out. And they heard this, was like, he out here tripping. Talking about some kicking chicks in their midsection and elbowing them and suplexing them. You listening to a dude being violent? No, he ain't said he was violent. He was saying that's the kind of stuff pimps do. Sound like he promoting violence to women and me. Girl, don't act like you ain't never seen somebody beat some female up. That ain't what I'm saying. That is what you saying. You acting like you got virgin ears about that. It happened. You seen the other day when we was out and about in the club and some chick told some dude, nah, she won't feeling him and da-da-da-da-da. And dude off and just threw the drink in her face. She went to swing and he knocked out and she slipped on the floor. And yeah, you don't act like it don't get down like that. I'm not saying that. Yeah, you saying that. Or when the Karen got smacked by the dude because she said the N-word. Hey, she hit the ground and she started crying. She put extra tears on top of it because that's what you gotta do sometimes. Yeah, I know what you're saying, girl, but yeah, okay, he's joking. These are people that are made up. We saw some real violence, so Well, what about the whole fellatio thing? I'm glad he not doing it. Okay. All right. And I'm glad too. It'll never happen. Sorry, y'all. Somebody go tell Dwight Howard, don't be sliding up in my DMs. For those who know, you know. For those who don't, you don't. Dwight Howard put out a statement like, why y'all all up in my business? Why y'all so nosy? Who I do with what I do and how I do is how I do. Salute to Dwight Howard. I don't care, really, but it's funny. Not funny like ha ha, funny like why would you hide it? It's 2023. Dudes is out here doing whatever in general. For over a decade now, rappers have been dressing in dresses. Yeah, dog. Record sales didn't fall. Everybody's good. Everybody's still eating. People don't care as much as you probably think. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, most people already knew. Or they thought that. They looked at Dwight Howard and went, something about your mans. And it was already out there. You confirming it ain't gonna make somebody hate you. That's not gonna take away from your accolades. The NBA is not gonna go, we stripping all that stuff from him. Like dunk contest, defensive players, all that, son. All that got to go. Nah, man. Ain't nobody out here gonna trip on that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Don't be one of these dudes, and I say this sincerely, don't be one of these dudes who end up catching a body trying to hide who you really are. You know what I'm saying? Like most people, like there's two kind of people that mess around and get locked up. Those who didn't know, especially when it came to like transgender, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's the transgender's fault for not I'm not gonna say exposing, for not revealing their truth. You know what I'm saying? I think every transgender has probably came close to catching a beating or gotten beaten up for not telling somebody who they were and going, well, I figured you probably knew. Like, whether they kind of thought that in the back of their head or they really was oblivious to it, that's on them. That's their truth. Then there's others who are willing participants engaging as consensual adults who then when somebody finds out, now they got to go kill somebody. Wants to, oh no, they saw us together. I can't be out. Boom. Instead of just breaking it off and calling it a day and then denying like nah. And here's the other side of that. Breaking it off and then denying that these two people had any encounter sexually at all, that's on that guy. That's what he's trying to live. That's the lie he's willing to live with. The other person, the transgender person who's now bitter for whatever reason and then wants to go all out here and go, nah, we was together. I got sex tapes of it. We used to record ourselves. Peep game. Boom. Then he got to come kill you. He doesn't have to. He shouldn't have to. He shouldn't. But in his mind, he's like, oh my God, you done exposed me. I got to go kill you. Boom. And that's how that goes. What I'm saying is, Dwight, be you. I don't care. Most people don't care. You know what I'm saying? Mr. C. Everybody knows about what Mr. C did, and we joked on it. The world joked on it. Not me. I could care less. The world joked on it for about 6 months, and Mr. C was Mr. C again. It was Mr. C being the greatest Mr. C ever. Mr. C was still Mr. C. You still had mixed shows popping off. He was still the go-to guy when it came to a lot of stuff. You still wanted to hear Big Daddy Kane and Juice Crew stories from Mr. C. Nobody was like, people rarely bring it up to him. Ain't nobody like, yo, what you getting down with now, son? Don't nobody care. That's what life is, man. And I'm saying this, I'm not a fan of Dwight Howard. I'm one of those dudes who thought Dwight Howard was highly overrated. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real talk from mine. That's my truth. But what I will say is, brothers be having these obsessions, these callings, these yearnings, these attractions. You're attracted to who you're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes like dudes. Some dudes like chicks. Some dudes like chicks outside of their race. Some dudes like transgenders. Some dudes like transgenders outside of their race. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a group of brothers going, yeah, I love me a trans woman, but only white trans women. And you're like, what? Yeah, man, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just white trans women. Like, I don't like white women. I just like white trans women. Like, is that a thing? And Asian ones. Is that a thing? Like, to have a preference to that? I got one. All right, well, yeah, cool. I got it. If that's your thing, man, that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your thing is, that's your thing. You ain't got to defend it. You ain't got to. And you're right. No, it's nobody's business. Nobody's business. But when people start putting your business out there and you still try to live it and deny it, that's where the problem is, bro. That's where the problem comes in. Because now somebody's exposing you, and they're not lying. There's something wickedness in their soul about putting another man's personal life out there. That's not a man thing. That's not a woman thing. That's a person thing, and that's about anything. Whether it's sexual orientations or sexual attractionness, whether it's drugs you did, or who you jerked around for money, or who cheated, or who as an adult, or like. When you put somebody's business out there, it's a wild joint. I personally, I don't put people's businesses out there. Even when I tell these stories and I go, no names. It happened. I'm not selling no names. The fun stuff, the crazy stuff, there's names. When it comes to something that's crazy and wild, I'm like, no names. I seen it. I felt it. It happened. It was a piece of my history, my experience. And some of this stuff was crazy and wild and foul. I'm not gonna put no names out there. You know what I'm saying? If those people who know about that know who I'm talking about, then they know. If those people who were there with me know what I'm talking about, they know. And I've had people hit me up and go, yo, respect. I'm glad, you ain't say no name. Like, dude, we never know who's listening. Somebody from somewhere who knows us could be listening and go, oh, word? And then who knows? And I'm saying on no big level, just on a local level. Yo, now, your family gotta, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's mother, fathers, aunts, uncles, cousins, girlfriend, boyfriends, somebody has to explain something to somebody, and somebody, you know what I mean? You're right. It's nobody's business, Dwight Howard. But when somebody puts your business out there, you living in denial looks crazy. Be like, yeah, we did it. Yeah, we did it. Not just to say that we did it, but I'm committed. Plus so many hit it. That it's just not the same letting all these groupies do it. I wish that I could take a, hold on. Just not the same letting all these groupies do it. I see brother slamming her and taking her to the sewer, but I'm gonna take her back home and hope to stop, cause who I'm talking about, y'all, is hip hop. First of all, salute the Common. Second of all, y'all see, like Ice Cube rolled up on him, and he wasn't even dissing Ice Cube. Ice Cube rolled up on Common, and Common won't dissing Ice Cube. Common said, I see brother slamming her and taking her to the sewer. Onyx had a hit song called Slam. Das Effects, we all know, straight from the sewer. The two groups that got dissed at the very end of that song didn't say anything. They kept their mouth closed. Now, maybe, just maybe, they weren't smart enough to understand what was being said. And they figured it was just regular, random. It was witty wordplay. Because he was using that throughout the whole thing. And Ice Cube had stepped in and felt disrespected. Maybe. But my brother says, I see brother slamming her and taking her to a sewer. I'm hoping that I'm going to take her back home and hope this stops. Because who I'm talking about, y'all, is hip hop. That's a direct shot. I see brother slamming her and taking her to the sewer. It's like when you, like my philosophy, by Boogie Down Production, KRS-One, it's just rocking with it. And then at some point, you're like, yo, oh, he throwing shots at Run DMC. Salute, rest in peace to my man, D Trigger. We used to talk about that a lot. Like, yo, that's one of the greatest hip hop songs. But he going in at Run, right? He going in at Run DMC. And my man is like, yo, yeah. They ain't never respond. Catch up years later through the podcast world. DMC goes, yeah, we knew he was dissing us. It was hot. They were like, one, we knew we didn't want to be part of the helping his career grow by responding. Two, it was dope. Run might have wanted to do something. DMC was just like, yo, well, I'm gonna let that. We have to let this slide, son. We're gonna have to let this go. Let it go. Like that stuff we spitting out in '88 ain't gonna compete with what this brother is bringing to the table in '88. Nah, let it go, man. Let it go. Walk away from this one. Act like you have no indication that this is a thing, and keep it pushing. That's what you gotta do, cause that's hip hop sometimes. And I went way off course and started talking about a million other things, cause that's what we do here. Our world, our time. On a lot of spots that stream podcasts. Salute to every outlet that plays us. Thank you so much. Spotify, thank you so much. This is what we do. This is how we get down. This is what we do. This is how we. Jigga, first name Rashida, sweetest person, had no idea. What? Yo, that was my joint. Jigga, first name Rashida, sweetest person, had no idea. Man, Rod Digger was that broad for real. She was that chick. Anyway, that ain't even what I'm here to say. We sliding off, right? East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. You know how we do, man. Do your research on the colored league, the hockey colored league, the league of colored hockey players. The colored league of hockey, the hockey colored league, the HCL, the hockey colored league. I was about to be like the league of colored hockey players. The league of hockey players who are colored. That's a W in there somewhere, right? Anyway, this is what we do, man. This is how we get down. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Yes. Hey, y'all ain't understanding where we at right now. I got up here between yo, I'm ready to rock right now. I'm playing. Hold on. Let me do it like this. 1, 2. Y'all don't understand where we at right now. This is how we do when it's time to get down. Saturday, set it off. That's how it is. I let it off. Do my thing, make it maintain. Keep it underground, never mainstream. I know y'all know a few songs, but that's that. I be doing my thing, that's that. I'm playing, y'all. I'm playing. As y'all can hear, I'm in a nice mood. It's been a year. Look, updated everything on the equipment. Y'all hear the crispness in it. We back, y'all. I've been feeling a little cause it's like, I don't know what was going on, but I'm here now. We here now. Chop your hands now. Everybody look around. Clap your hands now. Head nodding music all day. And everything I do is cool. We don't play. I give it to yeah. Now don't take that last out. Take that last out. That last sound. That sound like a sexual harassment charge to come on after that. Like, I didn't like the way he touched me. It felt good, but he wasn't the dude I liked. Like, what? Yeah, I don't like him, but it felt good. So are you snitching or you not snitching? Hold off on that for a minute. Maybe it was caught me at the right time of the year. I might be a little open to suggestions right now. Holla at me later. You be like, what? You know what I'm saying? Then ain't nobody gonna mess with her no more, because they be like, he did who? Who did that? Oh, that's the dude with the no arm. He messed around and rubbed his nub up against her the right way. Like, oops, she fell and the nub touched her in the right place, and she was like, I'm flustered. And you're like, if a dude with a nub is gonna get you going, you like them handicapped dudes. Salute the handicapped dudes. Remember when we was, I don't know about where y'all at. Where I'm growing up, where I grew up at, it was like 4 or 5 handicapped dudes. There was always one dude missing a limb. Two dudes missing a limb. One dude had a slick Rick eye patch. Another dude was just, he was in a chair. He had all his functions, it looked like, but he was in a chair and he smelled like straight dookie. But it was real, because them was the dudes who went to war. You know what I'm saying? Like, them dudes went to real war. You know what I mean? Word up. Like, my aunt's mom, rest in peace, she had a boyfriend. Because I don't even, matter of fact, when you're old, you don't even have a boyfriend. You have a gentleman friend. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Mouse, short, dark skin. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell y'all, we're going to take it back real quick. Stop the beat for a minute. Stop the beat. Y'all remember Amen, the show Amen? It had George Jefferson on it. He worked at the church, and the shorty and his daughter wanted to get with the reverend, the pastor, whatever. That joint? Yeah, that joint. Remember the old black dude that used to always have a wisecrack? Mr. Mouse. Rest in peace to Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse looked like that brother, but he was missing an arm. Like, it was cut off at the elbow, at the joint. So in like regular time, and he always had a suit on. He always had a nice suit on. Summertime though, when it got hot outside, he took that jacket off and he just had like the nice little button-up short sleeve, and you see the joint. As kids, we never thought nothing about it. It was just, here's a guy that we saw for a good portion of our young lives. We ain't think nothing of it. Got older, you realize like, these dudes was out here. They was out there, man. He was one of them soldiers. Salute. Like real soldiers, not that stuff we kick on the block. Yeah, son, I'm a soldier. I die for this block that I don't even own. No. A man with the war for a country, and the country ain't love him back type stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like the pain. Like, you can see the pain in his eyes. And sometimes when he smiled, it was like one of them type of, like, to make him smile. Them hard old school dudes. If you made an old school dude smile, a lot of times it was something weird and crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be wild stuff to make an old dude, old black dude back in the day cry. Like, old black dudes, man, they good human. I'm talking about them dudes that been through some stuff, man. It take wild stuff like y'all be in line and a dude just skip over the white man and get you. Hey, no, not you. Him. And he smiled like, I got something out today. This made my day already. He don't care about it. He out here buying us stuff. Y'all want something? Get whatever you want. And you like, whatever we want? Whatever you want. 2, 3 things. Get 4, get 5 things. Get you a Slurpee, a big Slurpee. Get you the big slurp. Get you some candy and buy you some eggs. Eggs? I don't know what you kids eat nowadays. We used to eat eggs. You crack it on the street and let the heat just fry it up and we eat it off the pavement. Like, dog, y'all was what? But anyway, that ain't what we here for. Rest in peace to Mark the 45 King. Passed away earlier in the week. That's why we played the joints we played at the beginning. We set it off with the Common joint, and we set it off, and we had the Queen Latifah follow up after that. And Mark, like 45 King was one of the 5 producers I grew up knowing as a kid in hip hop. There was only 5 dudes I knew made beats in my mind that I knew made beats. 45 King, Herbie from Salt and Pepper Kid and Play fame, Marley Marl, of course, Marley Marl. Salute to Marley Marl, Dr. Dre, and Howie T. I ain't know nobody else made music as far as hip hop go. I ain't know, like, Rick Rubin went on my mind, the Bomb Squad went on my mind, D Nice, KRS-One, Seg G, who did a lot of Boogie Down production beats, ain't care nothing about none of that. Prince Paul, I ain't care nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? These was the dudes I knew made beats. I ain't know nothing about Eric Sermon making beats. I ain't know Craig Nice was making beats. I ain't know Lord Jamal and Sadat X was making their own beats. I ain't know none of that stuff. I just knew these dudes. These 5 dudes made beats. Cause every time you would talk to somebody, it was always those 5 names that kept popping up. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Slick Rick ain't never tell you who made his beats. You know what I'm saying? Slick Rick ain't never go, yeah, that's my man, you know what I mean? Like, nah, you just assumed it must have been one of them 5 dudes. But anyway, man. So rest in peace to Mark 45, inspirational dude. He was out here rocking. I'm mad that everybody just chops up his whole career to Stan and Hard Knock Life. That's why I ain't played neither one of them joints. You know what I'm saying? And yo, anyway, we gonna get into what we do, cause this is what we here for, right? We here for that realness, right? Y'all want that realness, right? I feel real wild right now, but anyway. Ooh, that break was nasty. Anyway, let's do what we do. Take it from the top. Take it from the top like this, like this moment in Black History. Brought to you by the green hair grease and the blue. Just for men, the black addiction. Just for me, for older girls, Coca-Cola. Leon's Food Mart on 21st Street. Loretta and Keisha's We Got Your Hair Girl up the block. For $15, they got you. Little Tayshawn's in his bedroom barbershop. All you have to do is hit him up with a dub and at least a Big Mac and he got you. That brother that's up the street who you knew stuck up in somebody's house and stole their stuff, good stuff, so you went on ahead and bought it for $20. Now he getting high in the back corner over there into the bridge. That's what we do with Black History. What? There's somebody going, don't put that on Black History. That's BET Awards. Don't you put that on that Black History. Anyway, we set it off like this. Hockey started. The hockey season is upon us. I know, and here's a wild thing. Black people love to try to kick it like, yeah, man, I don't do hockey, son. Let me put y'all on the game right here. I don't know if y'all know this, but the first established hockey league in 1895. Let me tell y'all what I'm saying. 1895 was the CHL. Y'all know what that stands for? Hold on, stop the beat. Let them know what this stands for. Colored Hockey League. Bring me back. The Colored Hockey League. Word. You know what I'm saying? And it started, here's the wild part, it started with 4 brothers who were Baptist leaders and black intellectuals. Pastor John Borden of the Dartmouth Church, James A.R. Kinney, a lawyer and community leader, you know what I'm saying? James Robinson Johnston, and a lawyer for the Pan Am organization, Henry Sylvester Williams. These dudes came together and was like, yo, B, we want to do what we want to do. We want to rock this out. By the way, this is all in Canada. This is black Canadians coming up with this joint. So when they say, yeah, hockey started in Canada, they ain't lying. What they don't tell you is, it started by thanks to 4 brothers. Now, I ain't gonna say that it started. I'm gonna say the league, to turn it into a professional league, started. You know what I'm saying? They had about a dozen teams, over 400 black Canadian players all across the Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island participated in the competition. You know what I'm saying? It is credited as the first league to allow a goaltender to leave his spot and do his thing. And with the puck in the 1900s, you know what I'm saying? The National Hockey League in 1917 came along. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't what we talking about right here. What we saying is, this is where it was at. Y'all ain't understanding. These dudes came in and rocked it. They killed the game, you know what I'm saying? In 2020, the Canada went out here and made a stamp saluting these brothers and they moves and how they got it down. This is just what I'm saying though. Hockey, dog. We started that. We started the major leagueness of it. We put the sport in progress. We put the first league out there for the world to grab and gravitate to. We did that. Look. We can go on. Hey, let us. Oh, yo. We need to go ahead and start doing the football joint too, because there was a Negro Football League also, just like baseball. The Negro Football League didn't do as well. We're gonna have to talk about that too. We probably talk about that at some point. I don't know when, but we're gonna talk about that too while we talking about sports. We're gonna talk about all this right now. We bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so when people go, yeah, blacks don't mess with that. Nah. Blacks was rocking it. Blacks was out here kicking it, killing it, doing their thing, setting up, being entrepreneurs, and started a league that had about 400 players. The competition was fierce out there, son. Anyway, salute to Canada. That's what's up. I mean, I'm gonna be a little poo-poo on y'all for not like throwing it all out there. Y'all just like, yeah, Canada had the first hockey league, but y'all ain't let them know that they was brothers. It's all good though. Do you? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Hail to the queen or king or whoever's running whatever over there. But anyway, man, let's get back into this music. Get at me on the Twit or the X or whatever y'all want to call it nowadays. The site formerly known as Twitter. Black Seeds, BLACK_CEEZ. Get at me on the gram. Y'all know who I am. Black Seeds the Son, BLACKCEEZARSONN. Facebook Live at the Oasis. Here.at is where we keep the new music joints. Mixcloud, SoundCloud, Hulkshare, a lot of places for real. YouTube, Daily Motion, Vimo. I don't even know how you pronounce that. I don't think I got nothing over there for real, but I probably do. It is what it is. Our world, our time on most podcast spots. If they play podcasts, you might find my joint on there. Boom, support, salute. This is what we do. This is how we get down. Everything I do is leap and go round and round. Round we go. 2 years ago, a friend of mine and I'ma Joe rocked this one time. Like, welcome to the Terror Dome. The Terror Dome. I wonder if I would take her home. Probably not, girl. Get out the spot, girl. You thought we were gonna rock, girl. What, girl? Booger face. Yeah, your booger face. I'm playing. When you start losing it when you start making up random stuff like booger face. That's kindergarten talk to a broad. Booger face, African booty scratcher, which nobody ever explained. Is that mean you're the person who designated to scratch your African booty, or you African and you're scratching booties? Don't matter. Let's get back into this music. That's my time. You know I had to, look, I found out I ain't had no Rakim up in this joint. I had to get the Rock in there, the God, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, live at the Oasis, Legal Crime Radio. Y'all know how we do, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Good night, dope night. I'ma holler at y'all Wednesday. I might holler at y'all Wednesday. I'm gonna holler at y'all Wednesday. We gonna do what we do. We don't care, man. We out here. We outside, son. So we gonna do what we do and get it popping. Word up. So let me get it off like this right here. They say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. Y'all be safe. Peace. See how serious that sounds?
This is a Soul of Art presentation.